just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, Dirt fans, welcome. We're here tonight for the Miller Family Trucking Esports, and that's right, we're about to do some championship night here. It's just kind of a new track here on iRacing, I-55. There's another name for it, and I forgot what it Evely, I think is what they call it, too. I'll just go off the I-55 platform. But if you've been following along here at the Wotel Series, this is a prelude to get us ready for Season 18, which kicks off July 24th, and it's going to be a good season. Well, I got a guy up here in the booth with me. Bryce, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I tell you what, we got some late models out here tonight, and we got Heat Race 1. So let me grid these guys up here real quick. Heat Race 1. We got Blake Majulis out front, Tanner Tomasi, excuse me, right there in second. Justin Fuller in third. Nick Baum in fourth. Dylan Wilson up in fifth. Brett Rowles in sixth. Nick Cooper in seventh. Jaden Rigsby in eighth. And Jaden Wolf in the ninth place starting here tonight. So I'm still working on some names. I got my list out here. So if I mess it up, I apologize ahead of time. And
Yeah, I'll be right there with you.
yeah, no doubt. I mean, good at the Outlaw. He gave me a list of some of the names because, well, I'll tell you what, some of them, I was saying everything but the right thing. It looks like if we're going off of what we were in the past, top 2 should go on into the feature. Rest's gonna have to run those numbers tonight, the consolation. So 60 lap feature, gonna be a good one.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to see how these dirt track drivers sling this car sideways. I'm looking forward to have a great night tonight.
And outstanding. Let's get on with it here. Appreciate everybody out there because we're live tonight here at OSR Network on YouTube, Facebook, but we also been live on the Miller Family Trucking on Facebook, UDTV, and the Dirt Fans as the green flag flies. We are racing 8 laps here.
And we got
on
contact
the board.
already.
Whoa, yeah, already got a little bit of chaos up here. That's actually going to throw the yellow flag. You normally don't see the yellow flags on heat races, the multiple ones. So let's go back on the replay, see what happened. Like Brett Rouse, he was involved in it. Not me, wasn't the one that caused it. It actually started up front. Kind of see it right there. Just ouch. This is a bull ring track here, Bryce.
Yeah, absolutely. It's in my home state of Missouri. I can say I've never been here before, but I've seen pictures of it. Yeah, it's a very small track, and so I'm looking forward to see how these cars really navigate the traffic, especially in that 60 lap feature when there's going to be definitely a lot of traffic involved.
Absolutely. Well, correction on what I said. Top 3 go to the feature. Okay, just got notification on that. Top 3. Right there, we took a couple of. Looks like Jaden Rigsby gonna be out this way. The Outlaw out there. Got my list of names here for me. I'll have to go back and look at it probably a couple times. So we got a points battle going on. Dylan Yeager comes in with a points lead. He's got a good lead. He's pretty much, I think fate is in his own hands. He pretty much he makes the feature tonight. He's going to win this thing, bring home the championship for it. But he's still got his work cut out. He's still got to make that feature.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems like he's comfortable. He can be comfortable, but I mean, all these drivers, man, they're going to be hunting him down because they know he has the points lead, and the guys in second and third they have in the back of their mind that if he has a couple mess up in his heats and there's a chance, they'll take it. I guarantee that.
Oh, absolutely. Here we go, getting set to go green. Pace lights are all. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Now, I can't see the chats over on the UDTV side of things. I'd have to bring my phone up. I might do that. A little break in the action. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? And also, if you're out there and you're chit-chatting up a cool breeze, I'll get with you in a few. This green flag flies back out front, man. They're a 2x2 already up front.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this race is being really intense. We got slide jobs all over the place right now, and it's like the 12 car is going to need to pull away here, running the high line here. It's like that berm up top is really going to have that momentum on the front stretch and back stretch here.
Looks like it right here and out front. You got Fuller. He wants that one. He's got the lead hanging on to it, but the biggest battle's happening back at third and fourth. They are still 2x2 locked up top, up low. Right now, it looks like it's multi-grooves at the track. We're going to see what happens as the race goes on here tonight. That's kind of what we see as first heat race kind of breaks in the track, and then we start seeing which lane's going to dominate. Still Nick Bond up front. He's got that second place, and Wilson's got the last transfer spot for the moment.
Yeah, it looks like the high lines are really starting to come in here. Also, I'm noticing, too, when people dive down to that bottom groove there, it looks like they're really scuffing their speed, and that top line is really able to go around them.
It is up front, still Fuller, the man hanging on to it. You got Baum behind him, Wilson. Those are the top 3. They're moving out. Oh, Carhart in the wall back in the back. That's actually, who is that? Jaden Rigby and Wolf. Them 2 guys back there just slinging mud.
Hey, it's what we'd like to see here on dirt tracks, man. All these local dirt tracks here, that's what the people in the stands come to live for, man. It's awesome.
No doubt. Well, Fuller comes around. White flag one more time. Springs it out. He's going to win heat race number 1. Baum's going to bring it home in second. Wilson up in third. That's your top 3. Let's grid out here because we got heat race number 2 here tonight. That's the same.
And SDK is all over the place with me right now.
Yeah, had this issue last week and thought they fixed it. Gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
I go all week, no problems. I get here in the Wotail, boom.
Yeah. It's hard for me to figure out which drivers are on track right now. I'm still figuring everything out here.
That I said I was going to do a backup. All right, show you the grid out there, folks. I can't really read it right off the bat, but let's see. Got grid rise. Here we go. Up front, Selby and company. As green flag flies, as heat race number 2 here tonight. Right now, you got Evan Say. Look at this 3-wide battle up front.
Oh, absolutely. It's like it's like the 46 of Matthew Shelby's able to pull away here. Oh, a little bump right there going into turn number 3. I believe that's 3. And looks like he's going to clear for the lead here and start pulling away.
Good run up front here between all these guys. Nice racing so far. Gotta love it.
Oh, wait, 46 is in the wall. That opens
Not a
the
big
door.
crash like it was before, though.
Oh, slide job. Stick it. That's also nice move. 46 was able to cross him over, though.
Yes, it is. Right now, Selby's the man. Look out. Say on the inside, they're going to try to see if he can't battle it. These two guys didn't get the memo. It's just a heat race. They only got to be the top 3. Top 3 extra single file. Everybody's single file right now.
Yeah, if I'm that top 3, I'm just riding. If I was in the 4th on back, I'm trying to push, try to make it into that feature for sure.
Yeah, right now that's Joey Lamb sitting in that 3rd final transfer spot. But you got Barbara, Chase. He's sitting right there in 4th, trying to see if he can't catch up. I mean, meanwhile, you got Say up here beating and banging, though, with Selby. Those two guys, now that's not what you want as the white flag flies.
Yeah, that was a very audacious move, especially with these two knowing that they are already pretty much in the feature if they're able to hold this spot there. So I don't really know what that move was about, but hey, if it works, it works.
Oh, and there was a huge one, boys. Joey man hangs on to the 3rd final transfer spot. What a finish here as we shoot it on over to heat race number 3 here tonight. Show you what the grid looks like up front. You got Dylan Hauser going to be out front in this one. Travis Sinclair there in 2nd. Alex McCullen up in the 3rd. Jarrett Jones, Evan Ford, John Darby 5th. Scott Dobbs 6th. Colton Zimmer up in 7th. Matthew Logan there in the 8th place spot. So, it's going to be another good heat race here. Ooh.
I mean, it's exciting. I don't really broadcast much dirt, but man, I'm having fun already. It's going to be an awesome night.
Going on out there, Clay, how you doing? Let's say something.
All right.
Hey, it's okay. Never anything said. I hear you. House of Speed. Okay. Looks like we got some diversified on the drivers who people are pulling for. Got Majulis out there. Hauser. I can't come over here on the other side. Who might be yip yapping on the other side here.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the pace car to pull off here for these cars to get going here on this 8-lap heat. Heat number 3. And we're green.
Green flag flies here.
Wait for my SDK to catch up here. Still doing its weird thing. All right, Dylan, our house looks like he's ready to pull out here.
It's beautiful.
And that technology's great.
I love it. I'm gonna tell you what.
Well, we got contact in the back.
I love technology, man, as
I don't know if
always.
they're gonna be
Scott
space
Dobbs,
caution.
he's around. Dobbs around here, so he's going to get a spun back around and good to go. They're going to throw the caution anyways, just to unsafe. Owls are still out front in this one. What's going on, folks? Y'all over there. We got Dustin. That was a good heat race, wasn't it, Dustin? Awesome. Get everybody tuning in. Hit the likes and shares out there. Championship night here tonight. These are kind of the qualifying series that has been here for Wotel. Got to appreciate the Miller Family Trucking coming on board this season. Awesome. UDTV. I give a good shout out to old Brett and company out there, man. Like them dudes. It's going to be interesting because we got season 18 coming up, July 24th here, Bryce, and that's going to be an awesome night of racing.
Oh, absolutely. The opening nights for any dirt tracksters, including your real life local ones, are always put on a great race. To see these new drivers who come out with these brand new cars, and man, it's like we're green again. But as I was saying, yeah, it's these opening nights, man, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. The biggest battle's happening back here, third place. You got McCullen, who's trying to hang on to it, but Darby has other plans. He looks to the inside, trying to run down the bottom lane, side by side, door to door. You can do a little banging with these cars, but up top in the wall, McCullen's going to lose a lot of spots. He falls back to fifth.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for him getting in the wall like that. That puts him outside the cutoff. So we'll see if he can rebound here in the closing laps.
And right now, that puts Jarrett Jones. He says, you know what, I want that third place spot. He puts a slider on the inside, not going to hold. Yes, it does. Actually, he holds on to the third for a moment. John Darby, though, says he's going to look like on the high side. They're going to tag him in the tail.
Yeah.
Good save. Good save.
Absolutely.
But that puts Zimmer, though, up into the fourth and fifth. Now, us Jones still trying to fire back. McCullen, though, he's got a little bit of breathing room, so back and forth and fifth is where the hot seat is. You've got Zimmer, Jones, Logan and company back there. Those guys are going at each other.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a fantastic heat race. I'm looking forward to see how these cars transfer into the future for sure.
Got right now white flag. Hauser, he is out front. Sinclair tries one last time out of four. Not going to get it done. Travis holds in second. McCullen there in third. What a heat race. That pulls us up into heat race number 4. Grid these guys up here and show you who's out front. Dylan Yeager, points leader, out front in this one. Cody Devine. Somebody told me how to say that. I might have said it wrong, but there he starts in second. AJ Cruz there in third. Cody Sieber up in fourth. JD Brown in fifth. Ben Cootermarsh. I've been saying Countermarsh, but it's Cootermarsh, folks. And then we got Preston Rigby up in seventh and Jake Cooley there in eighth. So, yeah, the Ben one, I was saying wrong for the longest time.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get all my SDK stuff rolling again. It kind of had a forced close there, so we're good. We're good now.
I'm going to have to get up with them. I think, and just real quick before we go green, I think some of the issues I might be having here on the Wotel side is when he gave me this file, he set me up to their SDK. I might need to be on my own SDK because it might be interfering, somehow. So either way, we're going green. Yeager and company. Naveen, said that right, because I think I was saying Divine, I believe, before, but Naveen. Either way, top three breaking out. You got Brown hanging on back here. He's got a good battle happening on with Cruz.
Yeah, it's a fantastic battle on the rear end of this field. They're trying to push into those top three, trying to get into that bubble spot to get into that feature. And looks like they're going to be coming off too wide here. It's like almost three wide. They could be able to save it here going into turn 3.
Yes, it is good battle right now. Everybody looks like the top side is going to be the dominant place for the moment. Everybody's migrating up there, banging off the wall, hitting those sliders. You can see, man, old Sieber right there just a little bit. He banged off the wall. You could do that with these cars and get away with it. The problem is with this track being so small, or so short, that is, you lose so much speed, and that thing looks like a magnet. Here comes Brown. He brought that thing in the middle.
Yeah, if you look in the couple turns before, people were trying to run that bottom line and do a slide job up, but it just looks like they're barely catching it before they hit that wall, and they're losing a ton of momentum and some spots, to be honest with you. Well, 3
Good
wide
race.
by the start-finish line. Good race for third.
Absolutely good race. Got Brown right here, Sieber and company, and actually this is for the third and final transfer spot. Cruz is under fire. He's got Brown right behind him. He looks up on the top side of the cushion, but look out. Sieber down there on the low line. White flag out already. That's how fast he can fly around this place. Is Jaeger. He's definitely looking to clinch that championship here tonight.
Yeah, that was a good drive for Jaeger, and it's like he will transfer into that final feature and clinch this championship. Congratulations to him.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, let's grid this up. It's heat race number. We got Cruz, Cadell out front in this one. Mike Augustine there in second. Jason Moore up in third. Jacob Fields starting in fifth. Dustin Hall in fifth. Or excuse me, Justin Fields in fourth. My bad. I got the numbers right. Dustin Hall up in fifth. Cole Ashcraft. Yeah. Go with that for right now. In sixth, Bob Klein is seventh. Austin Hines is going to round out the eighth place. And looks like this one. Austin didn't make it.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I know how these drivers look forward to this race every Sunday night, and for them not to, some must have came up to where he's not be able to do it. That's highly unfortunate for him.
All right. See what we got. Cruz is the man right now.
I believe this is the final heat. If I'm
Yeah,
looking at
usually
my
have about 5 or
information right.
6. You have about. Then we go into a. We're probably gonna have a D main or E main tonight. Cars. 60 out here tonight.
I believe so.
You know, I always say math on the dirt side is like Common Core. Try not to figure it out.
All right.
Green flag. Cadell gets a good jump out front, and he's going to slide it up in front of Augustine. Well, look out. Here comes Fields. It's a battle, 2x2, all the way stretched back. They're 3 wide back behind them.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start for this race. They're going to be beating and banging for that final transfer spot here. And it looks like Fields is going to keep it with the 2 leaders up front. And it looks like the 88 of Jason Moore is starting to maybe fade a little bit here. Or maybe he's catching them. Oh, a slide job here. Way to save it there, Jason.
Yeah, Moore looking strong right now, seeing what he can do. He's latched on the back tail bumper there of Fields. Fields has got that thing high, wide, battle for the lead. Augustine and Cadell, they're going to take it 2x2. Look at the low line. It might be coming into play. Good slide job move, 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide for the lead. It's a fantastic move by Jacob Fields there. Fantastic.
All right, yep, yeah. Well, we figured Jaeger's going to lock that thing up if he made it to the heat, so that's a good one. So we got Fields out front. He made that move look good. Never mind, here comes Augustine to the inside. Cadell, man, right there behind him. So the top 3 guys not giving an inch on each other, but they need to watch out because Bob Klein, we got a car around in the back, but Klein back there, he's looking in the weeds going, all right, guys, come out this bush, and I'm going to take that spot away if y'all mess up.
Yeah, he's sitting there lurking, waiting for someone to either lose their momentum coming off the turn, or you're waiting to have it get in the wall, or maybe he'll just get some fantastic momentum off the turns here. But it doesn't look like he's getting that. The high line's still pretty prevalent right now.
Yep, Klein's going to try the low line, see if he can catfish it down on the bottom. Not going to happen. That's still the top 3 right now. It looks like, though, the low line is a good line to use for a slider. And it's not one of the lines that you would use to actually try to win the thing, but that's it. Got Fields, Augustine, and Cadell. That brings us over in our first consolation here tonight. Can't see it from the screen which one it is. Maybe you can. E-main.
According to iRacing, it is actually C main.
Okay, so C-main. Here we go. Have to get, we'll wait, CFO Outlaw out there. Let me know how many go. What we got? Top 4 to the A main. That's what I was waiting on. All right.
Awesome.
Steve's on top of it for me. So we got Rouse out front, Jones in second, Klein in third, Smith starting in fourth, Sieber up in fifth. Amashi there in 6th. So looks like only 11 drivers gridded. The top 4 from
To be made.
So the top 4 are going to the B main. So we're running the alphabet soup order. He says top 4 to the A. Y'all need to make up y'all mind up there in race control. Is it A or B? You're confusing the announcer up here. And I don't take much. Okay, I'm just telling you. Hey. Oh, y'all got everybody in the field up there. I done told you the math here on dirt's already like that Common Core. Oh,
Right.
boy.
Top 4 from the 2B mains. We have 2B mains, no soup. Oh, he'll wreck him before the
I
start.
see that. Wow.
You don't see that every day, do you?
Cody's, looks like Cody Stieber went around. Let's watch it real quick. For, here. Let's start way back in the back. You might get a spot back. We'll see. But get a little checkup on the front and then just.
Race control did say that everyone will line up in their original spots.
I do. So I'm gonna we're going to do the alphabet. So there's 2 B mains. We're doing what they did last week.
Say, I'm new for this. I'm new in the booth this week, so
Well,
that is all on you.
When he says 2 B mains, I don't. Folks, look. I know it sounds bad, but I've said it before. There are so many ways to set up dirt races that it is wild.
Absolutely. I get confused on my local dirt tracks, let alone.
I just watch the excitement and go with the flow.
Right?
Green flag. We got Rouse out front, and we know the top 4 are going somewhere. Let's just say it that way. So the top 4, so the 4th place spot's a hot spot. And look at this, it's 3 wide for it right now.
Yeah, it's fantastic racing so far. The 3 wide for the 4th transfer spot going into the, I believe, 8 main is what he said. So, and looks like they're going to shape it out here. And looks like we're still 2 wide for each position going on back.
Yeah, you got Jones back here hanging on to it, but he's got Smith and Sieber right there breathing down his back neck. As look out, Jones is going to try to take it away from Tomasi. As that's a battle for the 3rd and 4th place spot, but it's still heating up. It's anybody's ball game because you got several machines behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like that bottom line is starting to come in a little bit. Looks like the 7 of Bob Klein is looking. He's actually able to keep pace with the outside line of Brett Rowland. So I'm looking to see how well they're able to keep the momentum up through this 10-lap feature.
People right now hanging on to it. Folks had a call. Klein out front though. Rawls right there in 2nd. Up on the top side there, you see Rawls. Kamashi hanging on the 3rd. Jones back here though. Boy, he has got a lot of cars on his back deck lid. Sieber, Ashcraft, and back here too. Look at this. It's 2x2 all the way through the field.
Yeah, it's fantastic racing so far. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of these drivers. Keeping it clean, keeping it respectful. And man, they're going to be hard charging to get that final transfer spot for sure.
Final transfer spot right now is under fire. You've got Jones and Tomasi right battling it out. Sieber's right there on their back deck lid, seeing if he can't get anything done. Meanwhile, out front, the leaders are still battling it 2x2. They didn't get the memo and saying, hey, look, we're in the show. White flag one more time. That's how fast it goes here at the I-55. As we're going to see, is Tomasi going to hang on to it? Coming out of turn 4.
Jones
Boom,
took
got
it.
Wow, what a race.
I believe it was the top 4 move on.
The top 4 move on, and everybody else, I'm going to say go home. But
yeah, I believe
top
you're
4 go,
right
go.
there.
Here we go. Chase Albera. Well, I'm saying his name right. Out front, J.D. Brown there in 2nd. Nick Cooper up in 3rd. Matthew Logan 4th. Jason Moore up in 5th. At George in 6th. We got Preston Rigsby in 7th. Blake Majulis up in 8th. John Darby in 9th. Dustin Hall in 10th. James Miller 11th. Jake Cooley up in 12th, Jaden Rigsby in 13th, and Brennan Weeks rounds out the 14th place spot. The biggest name there's got to be Blake, way back in 8th. Remember, top 4 go here.
Yeah, he has some definite work to do in a short amount of time.
Yes, he does. So
this track is so fast and so short, man. He has a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to do it. So I'm looking forward to see how good he actually is here.
this should be our C main, right?
No, this does say B main on iRacing itself.
Okay, so
on the main
first
page.
B main then.
Yes.
Again, I'm not.
Unless they
I'm
counted the
learning.
C main as the second first B main.
I am learning a lot about dirt, folks. I come from the NASCAR side of things. So you ask me about that, and I can tell you a world of information over it. So I have learned a lot of stuff here, but I still am learning when it comes to dirt.
Absolutely,
and what is
right
what?
there with
1
you.
minute warm up. Okay. So I'm learning a lot out here when it comes to dirt, and as we go green, I'm one being, I guess now you can have 2 Bs instead of it just running DCBA. So got a new alphabet on the dirt side, and some great racing happening already. Remember the top 4. Go on.
Yeah, if I'm Chase and JD, I am just hauling to get away from this whole pack of cars. Make sure I'm safe to get into that feature for sure.
The thing about it is, we've seen the leader be able to get away. As you see the battle for second place here with Brown and Cooper. Those 2 guys, though, are hooked up. One down low. I'm starting to see that low line come in. So that's the catfish line, as old Drake used to say down there. It gets down low, and I always say, I hope they got enough bait to catching something. Cooper right now, he's got the 3rd place. Moore right behind him. So it looks like that low line is coming in.
Yeah, it's like these front 4 drivers starting to get single filed out here. Looks like we have a battle going on for 3rd place between Jason and Blake. So I'm looking forward to see how Blake actually moves. It looks like he's moved up a lot since the beginning of this.
Up to 5th
feature.
right now. He's taking that high line. He's trying to see if he can't get past old Cooper, and he does. Boy, slings it in for a slide job. Makes it stick. Doesn't lose too much momentum here, but here comes Cooper. He says, it looked good. Let me see if I can make mine look better. Meanwhile, Blake says, I'm just going to go for one more here. I want more spot.
Yeah, that was a great move by him. Looking forward to see how he navigates the rest of this traffic. He's still fighting. I believe that's
In 3rd now.
Yeah, he's in 3rd. Fantastic drive.
Absolutely. He's up
As you
5
say.
positions. That's why he's one of the world champs, one of the World Style Series drivers here on iRacing, him and JD Brown. Meanwhile, though, it's all Chase out front. They're trying to chase him down. He's catching lap traffic, though. As lap car's down low, he's up top. Brown's behind him. Laps winding down. Majulis hanging on to 3rd. And Moore still in that final transfer spot. He's got a little breathing room, too. But, Majulis, he says, I want 2nd. Got enough time to do it with a checkered flag. Not going to happen. All Barbarella out front. Brown, Majulis, and Moore top 4. What a race.
Yeah, it's a fantastic race there by Majulis and everyone else involved.
Warm up. We got about a minute here is what they're going to do. So, going to be real quick, folks. Man, go out there, get your refreshments, get everything, man, you got set. I'll let you watch the sights and sounds here for a few minutes, or just for a few seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, that was a quick warm-up there as we're getting set to grid these bad boys up here tonight. Let's see what we got. 23 cars out here. And I'm actually going to just a second so I can get it up here so I can read this all to you, because this is something at Wotel they do. 4 wide salute. Show this thing off here. But Fuller out front in this one. 60 laps here tonight. Championship. Now, Dylan Yeager has already wrapped up the championship. We know that coming in. So the biggest battles are going to be for second, third, fourth, fifth. And we'll get you updated on those two before the night's over with. Hopefully, anyways, we'll get you updated on maybe who finished third, and, second, third, and all that. But Dylan Yeager definitely is. So he doesn't really have to do a lot. As you can see right now, folks, get set, get ready, because I'm gonna read this out. 4 wide salute for you tonight. 5 years ago, Wotel Group, they turned a now known as the Miller Family Trucking League with over 1,700 iRacing members and one of the oldest iRacing sanctioned series. The drivers and staff from the Wotel Group would like to thank you and the fans at home for watching OSRN. The drivers salute you. The fans at home, 4 wide. Grab your friends, share it out the broadcast, because it's going to be a barn burner of a race here tonight. It's a good one here as we look through the sights and sounds of the 4 wide.
Kind of get me World of Outlaw vibes there. I love it when these local tracks like this do a 4 wide salute, and man, it always got me kind of teared up watching these guys salute the fans and make this thing possible for sure.
Well, that is one of the things that is kind of unique to the dirt side of it. Now, I know NASCAR did it one time, and it was kind of cool to see all those cars lined up like that, but it is a unique thing to the dirt side of thing, and I do like it, like you said. Salute to the fans out there. So it is really cool. And like I said, they do it here at Wotel. Another interesting is the all right, let me make sure I get it right, because I mess it up every week. The Denver restart rule. I think that's what they called it, where the leader starts out front during a caution. If it was a caution, he starts out front, but the guys second, third, they all line up double file behind them.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the
Yeah,
name of it.
I was confused
about.
the first time I ever saw it. I was like, why is the leader out there by himself? So I had to get it right. But green flag, we are racing here. Final race here before the qualifying series. And up front, you see Evan Say beating and banging his way to the front. Dylan Hauser right there behind him. And even though Yeager's got her locked up, he says, I still want to win this thing. He's back in third.
Yeah, Josh Fuller lost a bunch of momentum going into turn 1 right there, and allowed everyone to freight train him on the outside. Very unfortunate start for him.
Well, right now, back here around about 7th, 8th spot, they are 3 wide. They're 3 wide in front of them. Boy, it's action up front, middle, and back. That's the one thing about the dirt series here. You don't know, and they're stacking them up. Car around. Mike Augustine. Throw the caution.
Caution is thrown.
All right, we can watch that. What happened? Was watching it kind of live back there. We saw him get bumped in the back, but we'll watch it. People always like wrecks. Hey, you see him beating and banging back there. They got the field kind of. Basically, everybody got bunched up, and there was nowhere Mike could go. Kind of got in the back end of the machine there. He usually let race control handle what that one, but what a start to this one. Man, I tell you, you had racing up front, middle, back. You had 3 wide, 2 wide. Whew, action everywhere.
Yeah, if that's any indication how these 80 laps are going to go, I am all in for it. It was great racing. I'm looking forward to it.
Literally, again, appreciate everybody tuning in. We're live tonight here on the OSR Network on YouTube, Facebook. Hit those likes and shares, and also out there on the UDTV side, get the chat up. Let me know who your favorite drivers are as we go back green. Also, Miller Family Trucking eSports and DirtFans.com. Evan Say out front, Yeager, Hauser, and Baum, all your top 4, but the battle's on for second, and you got a huge battle happening around about 5th place. Look at that 4 wide back here at 10th place. Man, those guys, this is a short track to be doing that.
Oh, yeah, really short track to be running 4 wide. But hey, these drivers are able to do it, and I applaud them. That is very impressive to run 4 wide here on this ridiculously small track.
Yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of beating and banging going on the back, but that's just a product of how small and, kind of narrow this place is, but they're still making 4 wide look easy here. As throughout the field, back around about 10th place spot, they are still 2 by 2 and 3 wide. They are just tearing each other's fenders off back there.
Man, I do not want to be back in that pack. I want to be up with these 4 leaders up here where they're just scooting away, and I don't want to be in that battle for like, what is that, 7th, 8th back? Nope, I'm good. These drivers can handle that. I'll just say here in the broadcast booth, I'm good with that.
That's what I'm saying. Evan Say right now, he's the man's got the catbird seat. He's looking smooth. Dylan Hauser, though, he was able to throw a haymaker and knocked old Yeager back into the back 4th place as you got Fields looking strong. So they got a little bit of battle, but still behind them, it's like a madhouse traffic jam going on for 7th, 8th, and 9th place on back.
Yeah, man, I'm really impressed on how they're able to keep racing the way they are and not keep spinning. I know if I ever drove these cars and I'm in the middle of that pack like that, I am spinning out, wrecking everyone in the field. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, I would have done wrecked already. So applaud out to these guys for sure.
I'd have been in a wall. That's all it would have been to it. So it wouldn't have mattered on it. Selby right now trying to see if he can't stick his nose in there, put it in there, thread the needle 3 wide. Fuller and Company, well, I tell you, it's just a lot of action going on. Let's see what's happening up here for 1st and 2nd. Looks like your top 4 guys all got single file, so let's go back behind them back here because, man, around 10th place spot, it's still 3 and 4 wide. I mean, and they're back there trading paint, knocking each other's teeth out. I hope ain't nobody got any butt kicker or motion sim rigs and got dentures, too, because they done fell out their mouth.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted a butt kicker or even a motion rig, but after watching and seeing these guys get beaten banging, I'm glad I don't have one anymore at all.
Look, I don't have much of a butt, but after this race I wouldn't have one. So there you go.
No, it would have been caked up this new field for sure.
Yeah. So it's still they're trying to thin it out just a little bit around that 10th place spot. Still got some side by side. Meanwhile, it's all Evan Say. He is out front. That guy got this place on lockdown. Hauser behind him. Yeager right there in 3rd. And you got Fields, so your top 4 single file. And you go back to 5th place a little bit where Naveen. He is holding strong, but behind him, they got a good side-by-side battle.
Yeah, yes, they do. But also, I want to make this a point here. The leader is catching up to lap traffic here. That usually will slow down the leader. It takes away all. I don't know how air really affects dirt, but it takes away that clean track for him, and he has to navigate through slower vehicles. That will allow Dylan House and Dylan Yeager to eventually catch him if he doesn't navigate the traffic clearly.
Well, you bring up a good point, and I've talked about that a couple times. Yes, there is a dirty air concept here, even on the dirt side of things. Now, on a small track like what we're seeing right here, it might not be as huge a factor as it might be on some of the, well, you say bigger tracks on dirt, but some of the bigger tracks that would be on dirt as cars around, caution out. Well, that's definitely going to help the leader out. You probably don't want to see it, but that's Jason Moore. We saw him back there in the back spin out. He's down low. He's in that black machine. Let's see if he had some help. Well, he looked like he was going sideways, and then whoever it was behind him just kind of helped him on around.
Yeah,
that back to what I was saying real quick there, Bryce. You brought up a good point about the dirty air, and yes, it does affect the dirt side of things because in some tracks, draft does play a factor, even though these are short tracks. And, a lot of times, we talk about even NASCAR side of things, short tracks, it doesn't matter. Yes, you can get in some dirty air. The biggest thing is if a lap car takes his line away.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Especially even in NASCAR and paved and in dirt, take that line away and leader has to adjust his line away from what he's comfortable with, opens the door for any driver that's already in the comfortable line to come up and pass him.
Yeah,
at least catch up to him. Catching up and passing him are two different things, especially when lap traffic's involved.
Yeah, it is, and that's the thing. You just never know. And I always say, even when I was talking about short tracks over on paved side of things, once you catch lap traffic, it's danger lurks around every corner then. for the leader because you just never know what they are. And you can see this restart they did. You saw Say was out front and everybody else is 2x2. It's that Denver restart that they talked about. I hope I'm saying it right, by the way. If I'm not, correct me out there in the chat, please. As we go green flag, it helps the leader. He gets out front, but they are still duped up side by side. Hauser, Yeager. So it's the Dillon boys behind him.
Yeah, we got great racing going on, but I'm always very confused on why on the dirt side that's a rule. What the leader gets its own lane while everyone else is double filed. I don't understand it, but
somebody out in the chat, please tell me. Somebody told me the other week it is referred to up north of the Mason-Dixie line. Up north it's referred to as the Denver line, but down south it's referred to as something else. And so somebody out in the chat, please help me out on that. Meanwhile, round about 8th place spot, these guys are back at it again, 3 wide.
Yes, they are. And it's like they're still beating and banging on each other. Man, I don't want to be back there at all.
Yeah, me either. Right now, up front, though, you still see it's around about 7th place spot here. That's where Naveen, it might be Navine, my bad. Either way, you got Yeager there, Sinclair. That's what, hey, folks, I'm working on the names. I apologize. Look, I'm a Southern dude. And yeah.
Yeah, it's even in real life, when these cars get side by side like this, start banging and banging off each other, tempers will flare, and being virtual is no different. And sometimes puts on a good show, but sometimes it gets people in a lot of trouble.
But the bad thing is there's not a lot you can do here. You're going to bump and grind on a small track like this, and it's just one is so small too. These guys are so fast going around here. There's not many places to go, and we got some multiple grooves. JD Brown around in the back. Meanwhile, let's go back here in the far back. Let's see what's happening back here around about 18th spot. Also, our Charger tonight there, Bryce. That would be Cadell. He's up 11 spots, up to 4th.
That is, and I'm very impressed with that. 11 positions in a short track like this with this many cars, able to keep that car clean, find his rhythm, and make up 11 spots from the start of the race. I mean, look at Josh Fuller. He fell back 10 spots.
Yep.
That's a total opposite. And for Cadell to do that is amazing.
It can happen. Delaware double. There it is. I appreciate the Delaware double. There you, man. See, look, I knew y'all was going to help me out in the chat. Thank you.
Any Delaware up north too?
Well, okay, so they call it the Delaware. My bad. I've been saying wrong. I've been saying the Denver, but I don't know where I got Denver at, but I apologize to all the dirt people. So the Delaware double file restart is what it's called. And I'm going to remember that. Y'all keep pounding that in my head because I'm going to remember that. So up north, they call it the Delaware double file restart, but down south they call it something different. So let me know what it is out there. And yeah, it's called. Yeah, I got you outlawed. Yeah, yeah, I know. Figured it out. Also allowed second place to.
It looks
So
like
I was reading Outlaw's example out there, what he was telling me. Yeah. I mean, I know y'all have told me probably a million times. You're probably going, Joe, how in the world did you forget? Look, I'm old. All right, y'all just got to help me out. Well, the man is not old on the track right now, and he's loving it, as Evan say. That guy's got a huge lead. Hauser out there in second. You got Fields up in third. Cadell right there. And another thing about that restart there, since we're on it, I think Wotel's one of about the only leagues that actually utilized that. I've not seen that anywhere else. So it is new to me personally, and obviously not new to dirt.
Right. I mean, I see it all the time at my local dirt track here at Lakeside Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas, and I see it all the time there and at Valley.
There you
go. Yeah, I see that all the time. I just never understood why they do that, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
It looks like the leader
Here's the
Evan
flip
Say
side.
caught lap traffic here.
You did. Here's the flip side to that. Remember I said there's another word? It's called the Dixie double down here.
Ah.
So below the Mason-Dixon line, it's the Dixie double. Above it, it's the Delaware double. I knew there was another one. Somebody told me that the other week. I knew there was another one. So that's kind of, you learn something new all the time.
Yeah, learn something new every day.
And don't feel bad out there. And folks, I will probably ask you again. Okay? next season. Meanwhile, say, like you said, he has caught lap traffic. Here's where that danger lurks around every corner I was talking about. How much does he push it? He's got a 1.9 second lead, and there's what I was looking at. Boy, he had a car in front of him go sideways. Woo! Go back and watch that one more time because that's a perfect example of trouble for the leader. Jason Moore. I don't know what happened to Moore. Oh, he got tagged. And then Evan had to get heavy on the binders. Wow. Close one. That's right, the Dixie Double. I'm surprised they ain't tried to rename the Dixie part. You know, that's... Anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe like South Start or something. I don't know. It would come up. Anyways, it is a Delaware Double. File restart. And
wait, did Lito lose his spot in the lead there? Did I miss something?
No, he didn't lose a spot. But he almost got caught up in that wreck.
Oh.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. Remember I said, once you get in lap traffic, danger lurks around every corner.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He had to make an evasive move real quick.
Yeah. I ended up watching the replay, and yeah, that was a really invasive move. Good job on him being heads up, eyes forward, and able to dodge that sideways car there.
All right, Outlaw gave me a good explanation because they call it Delaware Double. It allows the leader to control the field, to clear from the second place. And it also allows the second place to fire off with the leader, and just gives better racing, less chance of cautions, and I don't know about the less chance of cautions. It's just a short track. Have you seen the racing out here? Yeah, there you go. Have you seen the racing out here? These guys, man, didn't get the memo. They are 3 and 4 wide. Look at this chaos back here at 7th place spot.
Oh, yeah, this is absolute anarchy here. So we got a car in the wall right there. Looks like the 13 is able to get it squared away and back out 4 wide coming off turn number 4.
Wow, and meanwhile, say he battles and just moves out front. But we're watching this huge pile right here around about 10th place. That's where the hot seat is. But then again, there's a battle for second. That's what Evan wants to see. Fields and Hauser up here battling it out. Cadell hanging on the 4th. And old Yeager's falling back to 5th on that restart. He's back there in that mess a little bit.
Yeah, if I'm Yeager right now, I am not looking in my mirror. I am driving forward. I do not want to be involved in that pileup of cars at all. And if I'm Evan, I want these cars behind me to battle the way they are. It slows them down and speeds me up. And
yes,
I want to get away from that as fast as I can. So make that gap and make it a lot harder for them to catch me.
He is definitely putting Gap City on him up front right now. Say's looking strong. Meanwhile, back around still, that 6th and 7th place spot. They are 2 and 3 wide. Just slamming all over this track. You got McCullen right there in the middle. Devine right there with them. Sinclair. I mean, it's a who's who of cars, and it's a who's who of racing just all over the place.
Yeah, it's like we're getting ready to be 3 wide again. Going into turn number 3 here. Looks like they're going to be 2 wide. Ooh. All right, they're able to save it. That was a great move.
Yeah, meanwhile, up front, Cadell, he is battling with Hauser for that 2nd place. And then they got Jacob Fields, who is moving in on them, along with Dylan Yeager. So those top 3 guys, as Evan says, just checked out.
Man, Evan just cannot get a break here. He gets so spread out every time, and either he gets caught by lap traffic or he gets a caution.
Yeah, you're right. I think he's getting saved by these cautions a little bit. And here, Dylan Wilson bounces off the wall, catches someone else in the 12 machine, and then his night's done. Yeah, Say gets out there up front, and then these caution comes out. He's almost getting right there to the tail end of a lot of the lap down cars. Then, sure enough, hang on.
Every caution comes out because Evan's still fast right now. He's catching the end of the tail end of these lead lap cars in like 6 laps, or maybe even a little bit more. And the cautions keep coming out and saving these cars from going a lap down. And I look forward to see if crap, Evan. Sorry, if Evan can navigate traffic cleanly like he did before, or we can keep having these cautions like this.
Yep. Got about 25 to go in this one. Been a really good one so far. Say out front. Cap off tonight, Dylan Yeager bringing home the championship. He's back there in 4th place right now.
You know he's trying to win this feature.
Oh yeah.
Go 2 for 2 tonight and the championship. He's trying. He's not gonna let out lightly just because he already has it locked in. He's trying to win the feature as well.
Been a tough one. I don't know if anybody's got anything for Osei up front as he gets another good jump out front here with Hauser behind him, Cadell there. Those two guys going to go at each other. Fields, Yeager and company still side by side racing throughout the field.
Yeah, I mean Fields right now he's in 4th. He's coming. I mean look at Cruz Cadell. I mean he's up almost 12 spots from the start of this race. That's impressive.
Yeah, him and Tanner Massey back there in 9th, up 11 spots. So both of them hard charger. But yeah, you're right. Cadell all the way up 12 and 11 spots up to. He's battling for 3rd place right now, along with Fields. Those two guys are going back and forth with each other.
Yeah, it's like we're 3 wide coming out of 4, entering 1. It's like that. Looks like we're having all 3 grooves starting to come in, middle, top, and bottom. I'm really excited to see how this finish out this race.
And it makes for some 3 wide racing back here around about 6th, 7th place spot. Look at this. You got Devine, McCullen, and company. They are 3 wide. They're going to try to make it 4.
Ooh, like they might try.
Or meet
I know,
in the
it might
middle
be
of
like
a
Charlotte
sandwich.
going in the bottleneck there in the front stretch. I don't know if it's going to work out for him.
No, look behind them. I mean, it is just chaos, like we said. Sinclair and Dylan Yeager's falling all the way back to 9th. He's gotten caught up car around. Oh, he got that thing saved. I don't know who it was, but I saw him go sideways. Wow. That's about all I can say is wow.
That was a great save. I'm very impressed.
These guys are doing outstanding racing here tonight. Meanwhile, we got a little battle going on for the looks like 3rd and 4th place spot. That's Cadell and Fields. Those two guys are going at it as the top 2 are kind of walking away.
Yeah, the battle for 4th place here is heating up. In the battle for 5th is heating up as well. They're side by side coming out of turn 4.
There's battles all over the track. Now we haven't had. I mean, we've had a pretty good long green flag run, but we haven't had a very, very long one to see if maybe this field can get strung out. This is about the strung out we've seen it all night long. As most of them have been on top of each other, 3 and 4 wide. Now you see these clusters of 2 wide throughout the field.
Yeah, the more these cars get spread out, the more chances Evans going to run into lap traffic by the end of this race. And we know what happened last time.
2 seconds ahead of Hauser. Hauser's trying everything he can to see if he can't run him down, trying different lines. You got Cadell right there sitting in 3rd. He's got Fields breathing down him. Looks like Cadell's going to run that kind of middle low line for the moment, maybe a slider line. Then you got Fields way up top, ripping the top side cushion there. Devine right behind them, and then another 2x2 battle with Selby. McCullen battling it out for 6th and 7th.
Yeah, the battle for 6th to 7th is really starting to heat up here. Sorry, my SDK crashed again.
Love it. Yeah. Selby hanging on the 7th, though. Look down on the inside. McCullen there along with him. Tomasi hanging on the 8th. Back here about 10th place spot. They're still going at it side by side with Sinclair and Yeager. Yeager's he's lost 5 positions. Not quite sure what's happened to Yeager. Off the pace.
Yeah, I don't know either. Looks like the track might be starting to slick up for these guys. Maybe he's just not finding the drive off the corners like he's been wanting all night.
Nope. Right behind him, like I said, Sinclair, but they got a good battle there. Barrera and Klein, those 2 guys are going at it. Cars a lap down, further on back, run about 15th, 16th place spot. Meanwhile, it's all this man right here, Evan saying he has caught lap traffic. Let's see what he does. Is he able to get around it? I wondered a lot of times how nervous does a driver get when he gets around lap traffic on such a small track.
Yeah, I know even on asphalt and when I'm leading, I don't like going out of lap traffic because either one, they're really off the pace, or they just, I don't know, they don't expect you to be this so fast, and you kind of surprise them, and that's no different on dirt.
You only got 4 more times to get around here. This place flies by when it comes to a lap count, so he's going to get that white flag, and then you don't have to worry about it. As Hauser, meanwhile, is just not closing in. It's still a 3.2 second gap between it. Meanwhile, back in thirds, you got Jacob Fields. He's hanging on strong. Divine right there in fourth with Cadell. Those two guys are kind of locked up nose to tail, battling it out. That's for actually the 4th and 5th place spot. We're coming up here on the white flag to get one more time here tonight.
Yeah, white flag is out one more time around for Evan Say here, and it looks like...
Yeah, he's just going to hang off behind those guys. He's not even going to try to go around them. 3 and 4, final time for this man, Evan Say, tonight. Dylan Yeager's going to bring home the championship. Say's going to win it. Hauser comes home in second. Fields will bring it home in third. What a finish here to cap off the Miller Family Trucking Esports Wotail Series. I'm going to tell you what, awesome. And that's going to kick us into an awesome Season 18. Now, real quick, we got a huge announcement for you. Let me bring it up here. Gotta find it. We got a race coming up on June the 26th, folks. Let me tell you, it's gonna be a good one. There it is. There it is. Okay. If you're a dirt fan, June the 26th, you don't want to miss this one. It is going to be the Wotail Summer Heat Race. June the 26th, as a matter of fact, it's on my birthday, so I know that day very well. $300 to the winner. But this is the first race that pays all top 20 spots will get paid. The winner gets $300 all the way down to 25 to the top 20. Server 1 opens up. Going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Server 2 at 8 p.m. So you don't want to miss it. All the action is going to be here on OSR Network. The Miller Family Trucking Wotail Summer Heat, June the 26th. Mark it on your calendar, folks. It's going to be a huge money race. So wanted to get that out. Going to be an awesome one there. But meanwhile, if we can't get a word with some of these guys here tonight, because it was a good one. These guys did an outstanding job to cap off this season. Well, Brent, third place man, you want to get a word with him, Bryce?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
Brent, Jacob Fields down there.
I don't see him in the waiting room.
Okay, so who's the second place man then?
Dylan Hauser.
We'll bring Hauser up and you get a word with him.
All right. Dylan Hauser, this is Joe and Bryce up in the booth. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing well. Man, it was a fantastic race watching you race there. Man, I know Evan had the field beat from the start there, but looks like you were able to stick with them, and man, it was a hell of a race. I mean, I'm kind of speechless, man.
Clean air, being off front at this track is so important that he got the lead early, and he did what he did, but he shouldn't even have been starting up front. He should have been starting 8th or 9th. He killed somebody in the heat race for no reason. So he should have been starting 8th or 9th. If he starts 8th or 9th, he doesn't even win that race. But clean air is so important at I-55 that anybody can start pole and win. I mean, it's terrible to race on. But I would like to see a track reset there so we can move around a little bit. But I knew I wasn't going to pass him on the bottom, so I was just up there banging the fence, trying to make something happen. But we fell short. We'll get back to work, make things better, come back stronger, and try to get another win.
Well, man, it was exciting to see you try, at least. But do you have any sponsors or any family you need to shout out tonight?
Yeah, everybody at House of Speed iRacing setups. We run what we sell, the best stuff out there. Don't listen to these kids that lie and tell you they're selling what they're running. They're not. Come join my Discord. I'll go live in Discord. I'll show you. I ran exactly tonight what I run on my website. It's no secret. So everybody at House of Speed iRacing setups. LTX Homes, Gears Unlimited, 30 South Speed Shops, Trophy Floyd Consulting, everybody in Discord at House of Speed. It's not a win, but it's a second. We'll improve. We'll get better. We'll be back. So appreciate all them guys, and see you at the next one. If there is a next, I don't know if I'll be back. There's a lot of questionable stuff tonight.
Well, we hope to see you back here next season, Dylan. And,
Yeah, I appreciate it. And you and Joe always do a great job broadcasting.
Well, we appreciate the kind words.
Not a problem, really.
Have a wonderful night, and hopefully see you next season.
Yes, sir. See you.
You go, Dylan Hauser, man, bringing it home. A good run. Yeah, a little frustration, but that's just short track racing. But let's bring, I guess, Tanner. Make sure I'm
Tanner
right.
won the hard charger tonight.
Okay, yeah, because, we're talking about Cadell a lot, but Tomasi here, a lot. So we'll bring him up here. I'll let you get a word with him real quick.
All right. Hey, Tanner, this is Bryce and Joe up in the booth. How are you tonight?
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Looks like you had a great night tonight. Tell me about what this track meant for you tonight, and make up 14 positions tonight. What about it worked for you?
Honestly, everything just kind of went into my lap. I'm usually a pretty aggressive driver, so this was a kind of a learning experience with starting that far back in such a tight field, because I had to do a lot of give and take, and that's not something I like to do very often. But it's unfortunate we had to start so far back, but that incident in the heat race kind of put the coffin on us.
Yeah, but I mean, you still came out and went 14 positions. That's really impressive. So tell me, what are you guys' plans for next season? You gonna come back, or are you gonna do something else?
Oh yeah, we're 100% gonna come back. I've had some pretty crappy luck the last few seasons, so this season I'd like to change everything around and bring home a championship.
Well, we look forward to seeing you there next season. Do you have any sponsors or any family members you want to shout out tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for the broadcast, Steven, and everything that they do for the league. Demon Decals, Colin Zabansky for the kick-ass rap. They always do really good. Superior Performance Motorsports, Shock Guy 12, Kent Hunley, Daddy Bo, and Richard Allen over at Blood Butter Performance, ML Performance, Matt Logan, Bite the Bullet Concepts, Bill Miller, Miller Family Trucking, Terrell Payne, Jesse Hoke, Aaron Johnson, and Kyle Martinson, and Daniel Pope. That'll be it.
Alrighty, well, have a good rest of your night and then good off season, and we'll see you when the season starts up again.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, let's bring this guy up here who won it tonight here. Evan, Joy in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got out front, you had the clean air. Tell us, was you a little worried, though, when a couple of them cautions, or was you more worried about lap traffic?
I was more worried about lap traffic, I think. I felt like I had speed to pull away on the starts there. We had speed in the beginning. I felt like it was just going to, get better throughout the race, because I kind of set up to run, through the bottom and middle there. So, I didn't want to see heavy lap traffic, because, most those guys are running, all over the track, top, middle, and bottom when you get to them. So it makes it hard to pass. But, the yellows kind of fell for me at the right time. It seemed like when I would catch up to the back of the field, and we'd have a yellow, so that was nice. But just trying to keep it smooth, and made sure I got out to a good enough lead on the starts, and not make any mistakes after that.
Well, I know you went out front and you just kind of dominated tonight. Do you enjoy this track here with this car combination?
It can be fun sometimes. I always like running in this slick whenever you can run the bottom, even though it's, typically if you're in the back trying to pass people, it's definitely a little hard on this track. I'm definitely more of a fan of the big tracks like, Knoxville, USA, Eldora, Charlotte, and tracks like those. But, it's whatever to me. I'll race on any track and, have fun doing it.
Tell you what, like you said, being able to come out here and win on a track like this at I-55. Got anybody you want to thank for an awesome win tonight?
Yeah, just got to thank everybody at Team VLR, all the guys at CFM eSports, Magility Speed Shop, and I think our teammate, Dylan Yeager won the championship, so congrats to him. And just got to thank everybody else helps us out, Race XR, Captain Morgan, and just thank you guys for broadcasting for us, and everybody hoping on this series for us.
Go winner tonight. They bringing it home. Well, let's bring this man up here because he's the champ. Dylan, join the booth, cop.
Yes, sir.
Well, you were able to bring home the championship. Probably not the finish you wanted tonight, but the result you definitely wanted because you are the champ here for the season. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, obviously this race went so bad. We were so trash, you know. I was doing decent until I just started racing like an idiot and hitting the wall by myself. But you know, it's all about consistency. You know, if you have one bad race but you're consistent the rest of the season, that's all that really matters. And you know, I'm just happy to bring home another championship for this awesome league that we run.
Well, that's what you just said right there. You know, championships are about consistency. You definitely done your job. Now we noticed, like you said, are you a fan of this track per se with this car combination and whatnot?
I don't know. It's hard to say. So the racing here is very inconsistent. If you're going to get a good race or not, it really depends on how the track gets worn in and what kind of lines there are. But tonight, I don't know. I set up wrong. I set up for the top, and it was clearly not around the top at all. And I just ended up hitting the wall a bajillion times during the feature and took myself out of it. But the racing here can be good sometimes, especially in other cars.
Well, Broodman, you're definitely a champ. Able to hold on to it here tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for an awesome season?
Got to thank Team VLR, Majula C Speed Shop, CFM eSports, Coders Isle of Frenchies, all the guys over there. You guys for the broadcast, and World of Thunder for running this deal, and congrats to Evan for winning, and that really shows that CFM's on top.
There you go, champ tonight. Dylan Yeager bringing it home. Again, congratulations, Dylan.
Thank you.
There we go. Well, I'll tell you what, Bryce, man, what a race. What a way to cap off the season. I mean, a little bull ring style racing, beating and banging out there. Some guys came out of here happy. Some, their feelings got hurt a little bit. Others, hey, they're champs. But what a season. What a season tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fantastic race from start to finish, even from the feature or from the heat races all the way up into the feature. Man, I had a blast. I look forward to potentially coming back here next season and getting to know these drivers and getting to know these tracks a little bit more. And well, appreciate you letting me come out and do this tonight. And man, I had a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about the fun side of things, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. For myself and everybody here at the Miller Family Truck and Esports Wotel Series, we will see you June the 26th. Mark it on your calendar. Big money style race, June the 26th, folks. Until then, everyone, have a good night.